Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to my office within the shop. This is where I do all of my editing, research, writing, and all the typical day-to-day tasks of running the Saab Kylo 4 YouTube channel. I've got some pretty cool videos coming out for you guys that are not car related, they're shop related. I don't know if you guys remember the series that I did way back when I first built the big shop here. Everything from like assembly to doing the floors to the doors and lifts and so on and so forth. It's been a long time since I've filmed any shop content, and I've had a lot of requests for people wanting me to do my final shop tour, and I don't really have an excuse as to why I haven't, other than there's just been a lot of stuff going on. So I think I'm finally about ready to do that video. In preparation for that, I've got a couple more things, a couple more projects, if you will, that I'm doing to the shop situation just to better increase efficiency of what I'm doing and to give better utilization of the space in the big shop. So anyway, this has been my office setup ever since I built this shop, so going on probably a little over 4 years now, and it's been a great setup. You know, I got some good visibility. There's a couple windows here. I get to see my play button and all that kind of stuff, and I've got direct access to everything that I've, you know, been doing in the shop. But my OCD, or whatever you want to call it, it drives me crazy when I have projects and vehicles and just stuff to look at and touch and polish on and this and that. It's just, it gets chaotic. I'm tired like all the time because my brain just does not stop. So I wanted to create a dedicated office space for myself that's not in here. So when it's time to do office stuff, I can do office stuff and not think about all of the projects and all the stuff that I want to do in here, if that makes sense. So in doing that, I'm also going to be getting a new lift installed in here. It's a Benpack Grand Prix 4-post lift. It's basically going to be installed where I'm sitting right here. I've already got a 4-post lift over there that I actively use for projects, and I need something for storage because we've got a couple classic cars that aren't driven very often, one of which needs a ton of work. It's not even drivable right now. So I need to be able to put this stuff out of the way so I can get access to my 2-post lift again, and again, just have better utilization of space. So I don't want to be crammed right here with the new lift. So long story short, sorry, I'm long-winded. I ordered a shed, a big, glorified, fully finished shed. It's being delivered. They're actually on their way right now. It's a 12 by 24 foot building shed. Should look really, really nice. It's going to be in the color combination of my old shop. So red walls, galvanized roof, white trim, should be. Hopefully the colors match. But we've done a ton of work outside in front of the shop and property to get prepared for this building, grading, you know, cosmetic stuff, just stuff that I've always been wanting to do, like me and my wife, like just as far as our property is concerned, but also to, you know, better the view out of the shop and make it look nice for people coming in and stuff like that. So whole lot of stuff's been going on in the background. That's why I wanted to make this video, to kind of shed some light on some stuff we're doing personally and to give you guys a first look at the future office. So anyway, I'm rambling again. The building's almost here. Let me go ahead and cut to outside and we'll watch them install it and you know, see what it's all about. I've been waiting probably a month and a half for this thing to arrive, so I'm really excited to finally see it. So the ground is still a little softer than we thought it was. It is freshly graded after all, but he's actually using the trailer via remote control. He extended the wheelbase, and now he's using the trailer like a come-along to bring it up to the back of the truck. Wow. How cool is that? I've never seen a remote operated trailer like that before. Definitely gonna have to do some grading repair, but it's not his fault. We've had a lot of rain and this fresh dirt just didn't quite pack down. This guy's really good at what he does though. He's gonna get it right. Gosh, this is wild. Literally able to pull it out of those ruts by just using that come along feature. Amazing stuff. Getting it set down, a few adjustments, and we should be good to go.
Hold it, let me know when I get off of it.
Everything's all finished. Let me give you guys a quick tour. So like I was saying earlier, this is a 12-foot by 24-foot shed that has quite a bit of options on it just because I was going to be using it as an office. So there's a lot of stuff on this that you probably wouldn't typically see on just a quote-unquote typical shed. I actually ordered this from a local company and it was built by a neighboring Amish community, which is pretty cool. This is a really, really nice building. Beautiful attention to detail. And it's going to be really fun outfitting the inside, which I'll take you to in just a moment. The color theme, we tried to match it as close as we could with my old shop, having the red walls, white trim, galvanized roof. The color is really, really close. Ever so slightly different, but it's okay. I've got color matched screws everywhere. I opted for insulated windows, got tons of natural light coming in this thing, and all of the windows have screens, so if I want a little bit of fresh air, just pop open the bottom sections. And this is also really cool. Those little black strips above each window, they're actually rain guards. So with how the windows are fitted to the metal, you know, you naturally have a little bit of a seam, even though it's sealed up. So they put that on there to deflect the rain or water away from the windows. That was actually not done when I had the big shop built and these massive windows put in. That red trim is just purely cosmetic. I actually need to get up there and caulk all those because I've got a leak, and I think that one right there. So that's just one example of just really, really nice detail in how this is put together. So along with having all of the insulated windows and a nice insulated front door with glass in it, I also did some extra stuff to make it not look like a basic shed, like having the overhangs all the way around, or eaves, whatever you want to call them. So up here, all color matched, hanging over here as well, and there's a full ridge vent going across the roof. I also added a couple of nice looking lights on either side of the door. The reason why we started taking out this big row of trees right here was to give the office a much better view to our pond. With all of those trees in there, unless you went around the trees, you really couldn't even see that there was a pond there. So I'm really happy we did that. It's going to be really nice while I'm editing and working. I can just look out and see that nice view. The view ended up being so good, that's why we decided to take the rest of the trees out and regrade everything, leave that nice looking big pin oak over there. So we just, one project ended up turning into several just home improvement land projects, whatever you want to call them. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, we had all of this out here graded to make, the building easier to sit. And even though everything was super wet, we thought it was dry, but it clearly wasn't. And it's still really soft being fresh. Randall did the best that he could, and I cannot believe he got that entire operation back in here without getting stuck. And the building is leveled perfect. There's a little bit of leeway built into, how he leveled things off. So when it settles, which it's going to a little bit, it's going to settle nice and even, stay. It's not going to lean or tilt or anything like that. So I could not be happier with how everything turned out. Ignoring the fact that I haven't cut out all of this brush yet, we'll probably end up taking the power off of the big shop and extending it to the office as well. I believe there's a sub-panel box on this wall, and it's actually stubbed out at the very bottom right there, so hooking that up shouldn't be too bad. The big shop is fully conditioned, so there's 3 large mini split systems that do heat and air. I'll end up doing a mini split system over here as well, just one that's a little smaller, more appropriate for this size building. There's only a couple of other things that I can think of at the moment that I'd still like to do on the outside at some point, and that's install some gutters on the front and back so the rainwater won't just sheet off of it, and do some kind of like vintage filling panel, whether it be lattice or whatever you call that stuff, just to cover up that little gap at the bottom between the building and the ground. Of course, when we fix all this stuff, we'll make sure the ground is prepared for grass, which it's already gotten some seed on it. But, make a walkway, connect it to the new shop, maybe put some shrubberies and stuff in there just to, beautify things even further. But that's pretty much it for me blabbling about the outside. Let me take you inside. So being that I'm filming this with my phone and not my big camcorder, I can't get as wide of a view. So I'm actually going to bring this out a bit. So it may have a little bit of a fisheye effect, but you'll be able to see the inside a whole lot better. And here we are. So this is pretty much finished with the exception of paint. All of this coating that you see is a primer, but I really like how it's got that like barn look to it. Like it all looks like barn wood. It's got that nice texture. I'm not really sure what color I'm going to paint in here quite yet. Something to match the new furniture that I got that's in the other shop. But all of the windows are framed out, look really nice. Got various necessary outlets. More than likely my desk is going to go in this corner so I can keep an eye on the front of the big shop and see people coming down the driveway. We've got light receptacles up top, another plug. Kind of one of my pipe dreams at some point is to be able to put a bathroom in here, like in that corner or something, possibly. have to do a septic system at that point. Yeah, like I said, nice view out to the pond. There's the sub panel box. I mean, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. 12 foot by 24 foot. Desk right there. Future bathroom possibly over there. Nice little sitting area right there. This is all linoleum flooring. It's insulated in the bottom, insulated in the walls. So this should hold temperature really, really nice. Maybe put that mini split up there or up in one of the corners up there. But yeah, I love it. Let's head back outside. Also, in case any of you watching this video were curious, here's the actual build sheet for the shed, so you can see like the different options and colors. You can just take some screenshots of this if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I close this video out, I'm sure some of you are wondering about price. So this building, as you see it, is right at 20 grand. Give or take a few $100s or so. I can't remember the exact amount. It's all my paperwork's up at the house, but it's right at that. But what you're getting is, for all intents and purposes, a turnkey building. I am electing to add the mini split system. It needs to be hooked up to power, and I'm going to be painting it. If it wasn't for the power and the AC, I'd start moving my stuff over today and just paint around everything. That's how excited I am to move into this, but it ended up being a way more economical solution than it would have been to cut into this shop, modify it, and extend it out. Apparently, fully finished metal buildings like this that are full of closed cell spray foam, people don't really want to work with them. So I got a lot more bang for my buck doing this. Much bigger space, nicer space. It's going to feel a whole lot more homey in there. I'm just really looking forward to getting to work. Let me know if you'd like to see any extra content on the new office space. If I do anything else, it might be like a video or two just to show, outfitting the new setup. But anyway, I've got some more editing to do, so I'm going to head back in the new shop. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that and make sure you turn those notifications on. Also, don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps out the videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.